Welcome to the Mindset for Success show, where we will talk about success in different ways and give you practical tips to achieve and cultivate success in every area of your life. Come, join us and learn from our guests what success is all about. For more information, follow us at... Welcome to the Mindset for Success show. I'm Carolina Ayala, your host. I'm a holistic life coach, and one of the questions that I get often about success is, what is the first step? And my answer is always like, success needs a strategy. So the first step is to know where you want to go. So many people say, oh, I want to be happy, but what does happiness mean for you? How does look like for you? So it's important to have a plan, to have a strategy, because the difference between a dream and a goal is a plan of action. So, but to get a plan of action, you need to know what are the steps that you need to do to move forward. So I invite you to not only think in general terms about what you want, but also to start making a plan, to have a strategy to be successful in your life. To talk more about this today, we have a special guest, Dr. Mauro Echeverri. He's a business strategist and a corporate finance advisor. He's a former Louis Vuitton executive. And today we are so happy to have you with us today, Mauro.
Thank you, Carolina.
How are you?
Thank you, Carolina. I'm doing fantastic.
Excellent. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you. I'm so grateful that you're here. That
Likewise.
you get the time to talk to us. That's very special. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So let's start with a little bit of your background. Tell us what you do, what is your specialty, so people get to know you a little bit more.
Absolutely. Thank you again for having me in this show. I feel honored. About myself, I'm a big believer on things can happen in life as long as you want it to happen. So being executive for large corporations, especially in the luxury business and the fashion business. For 20 years, I've been blessed working with large multinational corporations where I have been able to achieve executive positions, being CEO, COO, and CFO of companies like Louis Vuitton, Swarovski, ADT Security Services, and so on. So for many, many years, I have done this, but then after a while, I decided to start giving back. So my idea was, and right now, what I'm working on is all of that fantastic knowledge that I have received, people that I have learned from, is let's give back. Let's help these companies to achieve their goals, to get better, to use the knowledge of those fantastic big companies that are being pretty successful throughout time, and apply it to small companies, because small companies is the future.
And they need all these learnings that you bring together to make it faster, right?
Absolutely. And it's not just the learnings it's not only the learnings that I bring, but aligning the knowledge of new minds, new people, starving for creating new things, new ideas, which nowadays we see the younger generations are coming so bright, their brain is so big. There's so many things happening that it is exciting to be part of this game right now.
Excellent. I love it. And I love what you say about giving back. That is important, that, not only to keep the success for you, but to give back and to see other people achieving success. I love that. And that's amazing. That's amazing. So, what do you think is one of the keys, or what is the formula for success?
I don't think there's a specific formula for success, but it's like making a pie, right? It has a bunch of ingredients. Because at the end is, how do you define success?
Excellent, right? Excellent, yeah.
Everybody defines success differently. Yeah. If I may, I can share with you what I think the
Yes,
success looks like.
yes,
Right.
totally. Tell us about it.
For me, in the process of evolving as a human being, I have defined success differently. The way that I define it now is having a family that loves you and that you love is success.
That's the
That's for me success.
ultimate success. Yes, I agree.
So, but I think humility is key in the process of any success thing that you're working on. In my eyes, it goes beyond personal accomplishments because many people define success as personal accomplishment,
Yeah.
and is deeply rooted in the ability to make a positive impact on others, on the world that is around you. So it involves continuous learning, growing, embracing challenges, and is staying grounded amidst achievements. Um, I mean, to me, success is not just about personal gain, but also about fostering meaningful connections, contributing to the well-being of others, and leaving a lasting legacy of kindness and generosity. I think what I have seen in these companies that I have been blessed to work with, that have been in the business for more than 100 years, legacies like the Louis Vuitton legacy, the Swarovski legacy, founded in 1800, is that legacy, the family legacy, the values behind the
The
brand.
values.
So again, in summary, we all define it differently, and it goes with the processes. It goes in processes across your path in life.
Yeah, I love what you say because first, it's true. In different seasons of life, you define success differently, and that's okay. And that requires a lot of inner reflection, right? To understand where I'm right now and what is success for me and what I want to bring into my life, right? So it's almost like a strategy, right? You have to be aware of what is happening to see how this concept is changing in your life, correct?
That is correct. What's funny is that you mentioned a key word, strategy. And strategy is key if you want to be successful at something. We might have seen people out there that they don't even have a strategy and they're successful at something. And they get to a level and they're pretty successful. But if they don't have strategy, that success probably cannot be sustained throughout time.
And also it
Or
cannot be
even,
replicated, right? Over and over, maybe.
exactly. Uh, and if we think about leaders and we think about people that are influential and very successful in a humble manner, they always think about not only their own success, but their kids and their grandkids.
Yes.
What is being done today so they can be successful? And if there is no strategy or
There
a
is,
tactical
exactly.
move around that, then that success will be
Yeah,
only to the life of that
because they
individual.
will not have a map to follow to continue that success, right? The strategy is like that map that give you the guidance to be able to reproduce and replicate that over and over through generations, right?
Exactly. And then, as I mentioned earlier, is how you can pass that legacy and influence others, because then there are more chances to keep that sustainable across generations. If you're arrogant, then you limit that, and people will probably won't like you, won't follow you. Just that. You might have a product, you might do something about it, but that legacy is not sustainable. So I think it's important that the more people that you can influence with key values strategically is priceless.
Yeah. I really resonate with what you're talking about the values because I think that that's the the baseline for everything that you are building up into your life. So if you want to build on that success, you have to have clear values, clear, what is the most important thing for you, right? And you say family, a family that love you, that you can, and giving generosity, humility, all those are values that help you to build up that success in every area of your life. And sometimes people focus on the result instead of, the foundation of that success.
Yeah, and those foundations are those values, and they move across generations. If you look at the values of, let's talk about brands like Nike, like even Starbucks, they root themselves to the values. One of the things that I always, that I have learned with these companies, and that I try to share with the people that works with me, or the companies that I advise, or my students, I also teach at the university level, is that if you stick to the values, your decision-making process is going to be smoother. It's going to be easier. Yeah. Because you have boundaries when you have those values in there.
Yeah, and it makes everything easier, right? Because if you know that it's not aligned with those values, not now, that's not for me. So it's easy for you to make decisions, correct? Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. I believe that also to be able to find and redefine those values and to understand what is really important for you, we have to develop awareness and that inner reflection and understanding that what we perceive maybe is not how other people perceive that reality. So it's important for us not only to say, oh, my value, for example, is honesty, but how I'm gonna project that so people can perceive that value and they can really understand what it means. What do you think about it?
It's a big topic. Personally, in my development process, I have come to learn that integrity is one of my key values. And funny enough, I see that when you make a study about leadership, integrity is crucial. Yeah. And is more sustainable when you apply it into leadership. So the ability to influence people, to persuade people to achieve the goals that they have, or the company goals, or the community goals, should be based in good habits, right? In the way of doing it right. Yeah. In the principles that are probably aligned across the family, that group, with that community. And we all know that communities or countries that are not necessarily rooted in doing it right, it's difficult to maintain. Because it's more flexible and adaptable to corruption, to wrongdoing. Yes. So in a company, if you look at a company itself, personally, all of these learnings that I have applied, I always say, I will lead by example. And if I want to influence somebody, I'm going to do it the right way. People might be doing it the wrong way. Personally, in my professional life, I have found fraud multiple times. It's very unfortunate that it happened. But the way that I have been able to either fix or reorganize things is leading by example. With that integrity, with those values, just keep it to yourself and stick to them, and then people will see you doing it. If you dress nicely and they're not used to it, you start seeing people reacting that way. If you drive nicely, everybody started doing that, then people will adapt to that. So leading by example is key.
Yeah, what I get from what you are saying is not only you have to understand the concept, but you have to make it part of your daily life to be able to manifest and to lead by example. Because one thing is that you know that integrity is important, but other thing is like living with integrity, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah.
This happens to the brands, if you want me to talk about that.
Yeah.
In many cases, brands, they put in advertising certain ideas, certain pictures, certain videos.
Yeah.
But those are not connected to the core values of the product or the service. So one of the things that I've been doing for a while is I see these companies fantastic with these great ideas of improving something, doing a change in the world, of having a great product, good quality. And they hired somebody to do their marketing, or put the ads. And they start putting something else that it might be trendy in the social media or in advertising, but it's not connected to the core values of the company. So that there creates a disconnect. Therefore, aligning everybody that will be talking, that will be communicating your company, your values, has to be connected to that.
Yes. Is if we talk about a person, will be your values. You are showing it, in your actions. Same in the companies, right? The values have to be shared, and in everything that you do, the values have to be embedded on that. So
Yeah.
it's the same. It's the same process as a person or in a company with a brand. So amazing. So we're having an amazing conversation. We're gonna go to a commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna have more insights from Mauro, Dr. Mauro Echeverri. Stay tuned. Todo Bello Balloons is a business that was born out of a passion for creating unique and beautiful balloon designs, including balloon bouquets, balloon arches, balloon columns, and more. We specialize in creating unique and beautiful balloon designs that bring your dreams into reality. We believe that balloons have the power to bring people together and create lasting memories, and we are honored to be part of that experience. Contact us and we will bring happiness to your celebrations with our balloons. You've been watching the Mindset for Success show. Now, back to your host, Carolina Ayala. Back, we are here having an amazing conversation with Dr. Mauro Echeverri. And Mauro, tell me something. What do you think are your habits to be able to be successful in life?
So I recognize that is the result of a combination of factors, including like hard work, obviously. We always talk about that. Perseverance is key. The support of others and my faith. So another habit is continuous learning. I embrace new opportunities to expand my knowledge and the capacity of my brain and skills, whether through reading from good sources. We're so used to just reading something on Instagram, what says in there. We don't go, what is the source of that? We don't go to other sources to find out. But reading from good sources, attending seminars, seeking mentorship, might be a spiritual mentorship. And personally, I haven't stopped. As a matter of fact, I received a doctorate degree last year. Before that, I knew a lot. But those years in the doctorate program changed my approach to knowledge even further. I also believe that in maintaining a positive mindset and surrounding myself with supportive and like-minded individuals is crucial.
It's crucial.
One thing that we mentioned before is I also aim to give back and make a positive impact whenever possible. I have been blessed, as I mentioned, to land, made my way up to executive positions in well-known companies, as I say, like Louis Vuitton, Swarovski, ADT, and some of them. And what I've been doing after that is sharing those experiences with the smaller companies, as well teaching at MBA. So there's a circle of things. In order for you to get money, you have to invest money. You don't win the lottery if you don't buy the lottery, right? If you don't make an investment, you don't get a return. If you learn it to yourself and you hold it to yourself, then that's it. You get stuck to that, and your brain is gonna get frozen. So if you share that knowledge, then you expand your brain in order for it to get more. So it is fantastic when I had the chance to teach individuals that they didn't understand about strategy. I'm moving in. What is a strategy? What is tactic? What is finance, and how can we see in a different way? What is a brand versus what is sale? What is marketing? All of these things, being able to explain people in an easier way is part of the habits of giving back.
Excellent. You said so many things that are, but as you say, is a combination of different aspects that make the whole, and that's super important. So tell me, if somebody is listening to us and they want to ignite that knowledge, or they want to have a good reading, which book will you recommend?
So a lot of people don't like to read. So I'm going to give a suggestion of a very small book, little book, that is called The 60-Second Motivator.
Okay.
That little book, you see it, and in probably 30 minutes you can read it, is very good because it describes the power of building motivation in hospitalized patients to start walking again.
Oh,
it might not be an award-winning book, but in that short time, a therapist is able to move that intrinsic motivation. Let's understand the psychology of things. There is intrinsic motivation and there's extrinsic motivation. When you have that intrinsic motivation and then you can bring it up and walk again, that is phenomenal. So motivation plays a crucial role in our lives, and it provides direction, increases effort and persistence, enhances productivity, inspires creativity, brings satisfaction. There's one thing that is procrastination, that motivation helps you to overcome the procrastination, and then it fosters personal growth. So motivation itself is a catalyst for action and achievement. So propelling us towards more success and fulfillment in various aspects of our lives.
Excellent. So I have to read that one. I haven't done it yet, but now I'm super inspired to do it, because I believe that motivation comes from within, and you have to learn how to cultivate and ignite that motivation for yourself to be able to move forward. So I know that I will love that book. Thank you very much. And one final advice for people who is moving through life and they want to be successful in any way, what will you say to them?
So I'm going to apply for small business and people that are starting their own business. So if you're feeling everything is in pilot mode because you're making that money, you're able to pay your bills, the people that you hear, they say they are happy, be careful. Don't make yourself comfortable. You don't be comfortable in that situation. In businesses, things are always moving. It gets bumpy. Set goals and be flexible in the journey to achieving those goals. You got to be flexible. Look at that goal or those goals every day, and every time people or circumstances are there to stop you or to deviate you from those goals. It's necessary that you have those goals in mind. One of the things that especially is dealing with people, people are resistant to change
Yes,
by nature,
by nature. Yes.
and many people will be jealous. So get surrounded yourself by people that are better than you, and don't waste your time trying to satisfy everyone. One thing also is manage your finances extremely well. That will reduce the chances of failing. Most companies that fail is because of financial situations.
Yes.
Those companies may have profits, but don't necessarily know how to manage the cash. And I think one last thing is hire good professionals to support you build and run your businesses, your projects in life. Don't assume that you know it all.
Excellent. Wow. All those like gold nuggets for everybody. Thank you very much, Mauro, for sharing with us. If somebody wants to work with you and they want to contact you to continue the conversation, what is the best way to be in contact with you?
Absolutely. I mean, LinkedIn as Mauro Echeverri, Mauro Echeverri. I'm in Instagram as consult_Mauro, Mauro. And then if you put my name out there in the internet, you will find ways because I've been a while in the digital business as well.
Excellent. Thank you, Mauro, for sharing all your knowledge and your insights about success with us today. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. This being
Thank you.
Mindset for Success. Until the next time. Thanks
Awesome.
for watching the Mindset for Success show. Join us every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. to learn how to master your mind and achieve success in every area of your life.